Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, if you're a fan of Lebron James, then you'll want to pay attention here, okay? Because he's starting up his very own film project, and the word is some members of USA communities may have the chance to audition in their casting process. So let's go ahead and check it out.
What's your long-term goal?
To get to the NBA.
The sky was the limit for young LeBron James and his best friends who first met on a youth basketball team when they were 10 years old. Their hard work would win them a state title in 2003. Universal Pictures wants to tell their story on the silver screen.
We're basically telling LeBron and the Fab Five story, starting when they were about 12 years old, so in the 90s, and taking it through high school.
Local casting director Angela Boehm is looking for 5,000 background actors of all ages.
We are looking for everybody to create that story. So band members, cheerleaders, stadium crowd, referees, coaches, players, all of that stuff to create his story in his world.
Prior experience is not required, but COVID shots are, per Universal's policy.
This is a mandated production. We do need everyone vaccinated and boosted, so that is something to consider if they want to apply.
The quote, untitled Universal basketball movie will be filmed from mid-April through June in Akron, Canton, and the Cleveland area. According to Screen Magazine, the LeBron James movie will be an adaptation of his book Shooting Stars, and Boehm says it's loosely based off of the 2008 documentary More Than a Game that also told the story of the Fab Five.
So we have to recreate around, a dozen games. So we need a lot of band and a lot of cheerleaders and a lot of stadium crowd. And if they're not right for one role, we may shuffle them or ask them to resubmit for another role.
From high school, LeBron went right to the NBA with the Cavaliers, left Cleveland to win titles in Miami, and returned to win the Cavs their only NBA championship in 2016.
We did it, baby!
This upcoming film shining an even brighter light on Northeast Ohio.
I don't think people realize how much film and commercial we do here. It's a great way to, just have fun and be part of a really cool industry and sometimes make a little bit of money.
We hope that you're able to stay on top of all that LeBron's got going on, but we also want you to keep informed with all things that are happening here in the Valley. I'm talking cool places for you to visit with your friends and family, like say a hangout spot that offers fun, live musical entertainment, and plenty of delicious eats with local food trucks. Take a look.
Food truck parks are unique because they're its own community within itself. So by having all these different food truck vendors and the bar and all these live music acts, and then bringing in local vendors that do craft goods and all these other things, you really create your own symbiotic community. Yeah, we definitely try to keep it as family and pet friendly as we can. Once it gets past a certain time at night, especially on the weekends, you don't really want your little kids out there at 11 o'clock at night on the weekend. Because we do have a bar, we do serve alcohol, but for the most part, it is very food oriented. We have a dog park, sand volleyball court, it's a basketball court, and we're really pushing the family friendly, come out here and everybody can have a good time at the same time. I've always felt like, building a strong community is really important, and I'm from Harlingen, so coming back home and helping to create somewhere that small business owners and other people can come together with their families in a safe place and have a good time without, stepping on each other's toes. That was really important to me. I think it's important to the Valley and our culture here. Food truck parks provide a pretty ambivalent platform for everybody. There's something for everyone here. So if you don't like pizza, you've got tacos. If you don't like tacos, you've got Papas Locas or the Melt or the Red Dragon coming soon. If you you don't like sitting at a bar and watching sports, you can go out and play some sports. You can go play sand volleyball. You can go out and take your dog out in the back and walk around and just enjoy a beer by yourself and your dog. We try to provide something here for everybody, including food and activities. Right now we've got 7 food trucks. We have Piccola Italia, which is pizza. We've got Food Coma, which is Southwestern California style. The Melt, which is gourmet grilled cheeses. Black Brew Coffee, that's self-explanatory. We've got Holy Smokes Barbecue, also self-explanatory. Toxic Tacos, and Papas Locas. We're just really appreciative of Harlingen. The city's been really helpful. Everybody's been helpful with this whole project, and the city's reacted really well to us, and we really appreciate it. So thank you for supporting us.
You know, the food truck scene is really happening these days, and it's for that reason that we'd like to take a little moment to learn a little bit more. All right, so according to mobilecuisine.com, a man named Raul Martinez actually transformed an old ice cream truck into our country's first ever taco truck back in 1974. It was actually parked outside of an East LA bar and was very popular. The site also says that grease trucks started parking at a university in New Jersey, selling fat sandwiches, that's what they were called, to hungry college kids back in the 80s. I mean, the history of food trucks goes on. And apparently a place called Koji Barbecue was introduced to LA residents with delicious Asian-infused tacos, bringing a more gourmet food truck experience to the table. And in case you didn't know, March the 5th was actually National Mobile Food Vendor Day. So you got to try and hit up a food truck on at least that day every year, if not more often. And later in June also offers a chance to honor food trucks with the month's last Friday being National Eat at a Food Truck Day. So a lot of people, though, they used to call food trucks roach coaches or gut trucks at first, since it wasn't necessarily, the norm at first. But now, of course, not to worry, they're so popular. And now food trucks are even called upon to cater special events. I'm talking weddings, movie shoots, and many other public gatherings. And there was even a street vendor project back in 2004 held for the best street food vendors. So much fun. And then the National Food Truck Association was formed in 2014, which was actually the first national association of food truck associations. And of course, we've come so far since then, and it's been so good. All right, we've got so much more next time on Valley Pura Vida, but for now, that's all we've got to show you. Don't forget to follow our team on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes sneak peeks at what we're filming for the show, and of course for your chance at your comment to be featured on air. You can also always visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's favorite segments. We've got all that and so much more next time on Valley Pura Vida. We'll see you then.